last time you guys were here, well, you fought the Royal Army soldiers who were standing in the way between Elliot and the rest of the scouting party from returning. You decisively defeated them, and afterwards there were some heartfelt reunions and very, very much, for the lack of better terms right now, very much gay, between Demnuna, Amalthi, and Elliot, who is blue right now.
Bluey
Bluey. You guys didn't suffer any casualties. Good job.
That's a scary thing to say.
I mean,
Where's
that's always a
Saladrin?
good thing, you know.
He's not dead.
He's not dead. He'll be here. Don't worry.
Yay!
Yeah, it was pretty much just a combat session. Not much
Pretty
to
much.
recap there.
Yeah, it was all just fighting.
So yes, following the closing words from last session, what would you guys like to do, party?
I think we're all heading back to base to recoup and whatnot, and to figure out how the hell we're gonna get in.
All these bodies are being moved out of the tunnels too, right? Or at least into a less obvious part of the tunnel.
Yes. So you would have taken some winding, like, lefts and rights, so it wouldn't be like directly in front of the base. But yes, I believe it would be best for you to do that. So some of the more athletic folks, like Brutus, is going to start just picking up random ass bodies. The Kaju Guardsman will help. Go ahead.
When we got back to base, I was just gonna have Dia tell some of the people, just, hey, there's a bunch of body. We cleaned house, but they all are trackable, so we should probably get rid of them.
Yeah.
Is there any loot on them, by the way?
Any loot on them?
Yeah.
Would you like to loot all their armor and weapons? That will take significantly long time.
But
No.
we discussed this. We discussed this last session. We said it wouldn't be a good idea because everything is tracked.
Yeah.
There's magic in the armor that tracks where they go.
Yep.
Well, like, do they have any letters, messages on them?
Surprisingly, no.
All right, never mind.
It
Let's go.
seems these soldiers are only equipped with what they've come to fight you guys with.
I don't care about these
They were
guys.
literally sent to die.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me group all of the Royal Army soldiers and poof them away.
Yay.
I'll poof their lines as well.
Yoink. The lines that send us straight to hell.
The hell lines. Instead of ley lines, it's hell lines.
Yeah.
Make a box. Do it now.
You missed one.
That's our friend.
Oh yeah, the Royal Army Soldier G underneath Zenlius.
I tried.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, cool. I tried to make a box on Amalthea. Amalthea moved up to where I was, and then I'm like, which? I was
That's so
like,
real.
okay.
That's so fucking real.
Some hopeful ass music.
Good. We need some hopeful ass music. We need some hope.
The copium. The copium. The hopium.
Hopium. We need some hopium.
Hopium.
Oh, we're Seta.
Yep.
Do you got Hope Incarnate in your party? Don't stress. Hell yeah, that's the confidence I like
Hell
to see.
yeah. Right, everyone rub
Thank you.
Satara's head for good luck.
Oh,
Yep.
I ruffle her hair.
Uh-oh. I don't know if ruffling her hair is good luck.
Oh, we're dead.
She might flashbang you. No, I'm kidding. She's over that now. Aww.
And I slap you guys on the map.
I mean, yeah, that could be fixed, though. She gets embarrassed so hard she turns into Sunsold flashbang.
Hey.
That'd be hilarious, actually.
That'd actually be really funny.
We're in danger. We're in danger. Thea just yells, Sataria, show us your tits!
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness.
No!
She would never. It'd certainly make her flashbang, but
It's okay, Kylus will be like, Satari, show me your tits.
No, that's what would really make her flashbang!
yeah.
Alright, can you guys see the base map again?
Yes.
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 Okay. So you guys returned to base. It seems everyone has scattered once again back to their own devices. It's not like they're gonna stay like fucking
You're just
grouped
standing
up,
in a fucking
waiting.
circle waiting, twiddling their
Just-
thumbs.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
everybody waiting like mother hens for us to come back from the slaughter.
Yeah.
Starfall can fix this.
Dead ass though.
I'm gonna actually scatter some of these people as well down here.
Sounds good.
Their meeting should be done by now.
Excellent.
Yay.
Their meeting full of meat.
Yeah.
The meeting.
The meeting. Okay. So, party, what would you guys like to do?
That is an excellent question.
Seif is going to turn this chair around and sit in it. And
Hell
just wait
yeah.
for everyone to gather.
Hell yeah.
So the majority of the NPCs aren't going to like gather around again.
No.
I suppose the only important ones who will be doing so will be Unshin. And Iskar, who is now feeling better enough to stand and walk.
Oh.
Yay.
And Unshin is going to say, "It looks like you don't have any casualties. Good. I'm glad to see you all made it fine."
It was a piece of cake.
So, did you notice anything on the guards? Anything important?
Well, can't really intimidate them. They seem to be loyal to a fault, and we did sense that their armor is being tracked somehow. I don't know. I'm not good with Arcana. You can ask Thea up there, and she'll point to Thea.
Yes, there was an enchantment on all of their armors. 16 soldiers in total, with one commander that was able to leap from body to body. So there's that. But yes, all of their equipment is enchanted and trackable. So we did clean up the best we could and get them away from the base. But extra hands to move them about and scramble intelligence wouldn't be a bad idea, I think.
We'll have to deploy some of our forces throughout the tunnels. It would be bad if we were forced into this place without much of an exit. We do have a back entrance or two to fall back on if we really need to. And Rosaria is going to chime in and she'll say, "As for those enchantments, it's not uncommon for some regimes to deploy such magic. Typically, that magic is also capable of sensing when the one who is enchanted has any changes in their vital signals."
So it's entirely possible that whoever deployed them already knows that they're dead.
Very likely, yes.
Mm.
Do we
Are there-
have an upcoming plan of action? I'd like to get a move on before more reinforcements arrive and we have to take care of them as well.
And Iskar is going to give a nod, and he's going to look to the scouting team, and he'll say, "Well, we'll have to make a plan based on what our scouts have gathered as far as intelligence goes. So, have you found anything? I'll bring up some of the scouts." Brutus will be in the back because he is shit at talking.
He does his best.
Yeah. And Noel's going to speak. Well, something we've discovered is that many of the more notable captives, such as Lothair and Percival, they aren't in the von Schultz dungeons as we predicted. We did a little bit of investigating, and it seems that they change what confinement location that they are subject to on a regular basis. It seems every 12 to 16 hours is when they're moved, actually.
12 to 16 hours? But wouldn't someone notice that then?
Not necessarily. It's all being done in the upper districts of the capital, and a good majority of them are bought out by the crown.
I see.
And Aloka's going to speak up, and she'll say, "There's also the matter of magic at hand. It isn't difficult to conceal the fact that you're transporting someone if your ability to obscure them is potent enough."
Then do we have any eyes on where they are right now, or is it just a guessing game still?
Unfortunately, there are about 16 different places that they could be right now, including the castle dungeons, or the palace dungeons, and other places of confinement. We don't know where they are.
Damn it. You think that maybe there'd be a record of where they're going, especially at previous establishments?
Has to be. I mean, these soldiers are given orders. I can't imagine that these orders are all memorized. They must have some kind of notes or some kind of trail.
Hmm.
But finding the trail in time and then acting upon it in time is going to be quite difficult. The places are all scattered, but fair distance away from one another. If we wanted to scout every place and then send in a force, we'd be spreading our forces too thin just to find them, and then reinforcing and gathering everyone could take some time too.
And that's time that none of us have, I think.
Could we possibly rule out some? Or do they all have the same chance?
Well, we know for a fact that they're not going to be in any of the lower ring or the outskirts. They're all going to be in the upper ring or the palace itself. We eliminated the von Schultz estate as place where they're being held right now, so instead of 16, make that 15. Excuse me.
Right?
15 is still an awful large number.
It is.
I wonder if there's an increase of guards at wherever they go, or if there's a notable change in their patrols. Have you noticed anything like that?
It seems that they're following the same logic. They're not making the patrols anomalous in any manner, from what I've noticed.
Hmm. No increase of household staff, no decrease.
If there is any, it would be difficult to notice it from a cursory glance or even from a distance.
The fastest way for us to figure out where they're going is to somehow find somebody who might be in the know, but getting up into the upper levels, that's an entirely different ballgame.
Iskar
you-
will... Oh, go ahead.
No, she was just gonna say, have you any leads on that?
Okay, and Iskar will chime in after you ask that. And he's going to say, well, fortunately, I have Scythian in the upper rings. You know how Shadarkai tend to be sometimes, sticking to the shadows. They're masters of elusiveness.
Yeah, he's been alive this whole time. We cured him. And Iskar has basically kept him as a, haha, you're my friend now.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, that certainly beat my plan.
What was your plan?
Oh, kidnapping a guard and interrogate them. And
Oh.
injured to the death.
I mean, if the encounter we had is anything to say, I don't think they'd crack, even under torture.
Well, we don't necessarily have to capture a guard. We can actually capture any of the house staff, castle staff. Not something I'd like to do, but
If
It is
it
an
needs to
option.
be done. If it needs to be done, it needs to be done. But what does Scythian say, Iskar? Does he have any news?
That I don't know. I haven't kept in contact with him since I got captured, so...
That would do it.
Can you contact him now?
No, they took my belongings, such as my link pearl. Actually, could I borrow one of yours?
Nuna takes her link pearl out and offers it.
And he will approach...
Here, she moved too.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
They run past each other.
Ships in the night.
Funny. And he'll take the link pearl and he's going to say, oh, you haven't added any contacts to your link pearl. You should do that. It's very useful for quick dialing.
Contacts? You can do that?
Oh, we'll show you the entire way how to do that soon enough. But yes, and Iskar is going to ring up Scythian's link pearl, and he will. I think I saw my nitro. Hold on.
Oh, God.
no, don't.
No,
it's
don't
okay,
do
buddy.
it.
No, just go, just go.
Oh my god.
And he's going to say, Scythian, you here? Pick up the phone. Pick up the link pearl, Scythian. And on the other side, Scythian says, what do you want, Iskar? I'm in the middle of something right now. Didn't you get captured? That's a long story. Not well. Elise and the rest of Starfall are here, and they used the button I gave them to bring me back with, spatial warp magic.
Elise, did we get another one of those?
Do it. That's him, not me.
Yes, I'll make sure to get you another one of those.
Thank you.
My dad didn't know. You owe me Scythian, by the way. And Scythian is going to say, well, what now then? I'm still stationed in the upper circle. Can you get our friends into the upper circles undetected? Just a long sigh from Scythian. And he's going to say, do you know how long, or how difficult it has been for just Elise and myself to go undetected between two people? Do you think I can escort bloody 9 at this point? However many you want to send up here? You were saying, Amalthea?
There's just a distant please.
Wait, do we hear this on our link pros as well?
It's on speakerphone.
Oh,
Sorry.
Speaker
It's on speaker link. Speaker Pro. It's not speaker.
Speaker
Girl.
well, I mean, you heard Amalthea say please.
Tell you what, if you can find some way to remain undetected or move about with impunity and not risk our fucking hides, sure, I'll get you in here.
Well, we did have polymorphs, but we came as the boys, and they saw through our disguises instantly, so that's not gonna work.
You came as the boys? Why?
Because they were there, and we ran into them, and it was the easiest point of contact where we could get in.
So how the fuck were we supposed to know that they already knew that we were here?
An extremely powerful lizard did it.
Yes, the lizard wizard.
Tilliflip-Plump.
I'm hanging up now. Go contact me once you found some way.
Thank you.
Yes, bye. Oh shit! And then you hear him hang up immediately.
Well, he sounds lovely. She says in the most sarcastic tone.
Just about the same as when he last tried to kill us.
Yes, I remember.
He's a little on edge right now, it seems. Nowadays, he's usually more agreeable than that.
I mean, fair to him. It is a very stressful job, sneaking in 9 people.
And Elliot's gonna say, well, between all of you and Scythian and Elise, that would be 9, but wouldn't you want the rest of us joining in and helping you scout? I mean, there are like 15 places. I don't think 10 people can easily scout through 15 places.
Yes, that's true. But again, our forces are so limited that I will stretch too thin. And if something were to happen, then I don't think it'll particularly end well. I mean, there has to be something where we can eliminate other areas of particular interest and focus on the areas that we do know they might be in.
I have a thought. I'd imagine that there'd be some sort of magic to keep them at held in that place, is there a way we could maybe track down the magic to maybe narrow down the places?
Seta has a good point. To hold
Yes.
Lothair, Hector, and Percival, you'd need more than chains. Maybe there's a way that we can sense if one of the locations is giving off much more of an arcane field than normal.
Well, that wouldn't be incorrect.
Is there a but to this?
I mean, depending on how many spellcasters they have, they very well could either be keeping them in separate locations or simply maintaining similar magics in other locations.
Yes, but we're talking about
Yeah.
Lothair and Percival, so the magic must be all the more concentrated.
Well, we could definitely give it a try. We'd need someone with particularly powerful scrying abilities.
By scrying, does that just mean people with high arcana?
High Arcana, and you would need proper scrying tools in order to.
Is that something Hector might have taught her? My good Thea.
Roll me a history check.
Okay, I can do that. My history is very bad. Damn it.
22. You think he might have gone over something like that, but for the life of you, you can't remember exactly what he told you.
I know Hector taught me some things, but it was so long ago. I don't think I could reliably do it.
And I'm
Go ahead.
wondering if in Zenlius's lessons, as he was being essentially trained to be like Arlo C, if he learned anything that would be helpful in that.
Roll me a history check.
Roll better than me. Thank God.
37.
Very
Pretty
good.
Pretty good.
That was a 13.
Nice. Let's see. You do know that it was often expected of royalty to keep an eye on their subjects, and you had particular expertise in that at one point, potentially, depending on the training that you underwent. Or depending on how much you would have paid attention to that training, because it would have been mandatory. You remember that Davarok still has many a scrying tools.
Do you think we can go to David right now?
Somebody's gotta have scrying tools in this place. There's no way.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll never know if we don't ask.
Fuck it. Sif will just shout, "Anyone have scrying tools?"
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you for letting that.
You're going to get a blank stare from practically everyone in the room, who then looks away and goes back to what they were doing.
Yeah.
Oh, you useless fucks.
Beef.
Well, I'm not wrong. But she'll just like turn her head and blow raspberries.
Hector's location would have scrying tools, I bet, but I mean his manor, but that place is probably crawling with guards.
I I apologize. I thought I was maybe getting somewhere.
No, it's a good idea. Sorry, go ahead, Steve.
No, I was about to say the same thing you said.
Oh, okay. And let's see. How do I? Right. Okay. So, I'm going to roll a few things.
That's scary.
Okay, this person rolled like dog shit.
Nice.
This person also rolled the exact same number with a much higher modifier.
That's
So
so
they
sad.
both rolled like dog shit. And C-Tree is going to say, you know, I could have sworn I remember someone in here using some kind of tool to sort of gauge what the streets look like.
Ooh.
I'm trying to remember her name.
Do you just remember what they look like?
Yeah, she has brown hair. Blue eyes. She wears pretty jewelry on her head.
What's this beautiful lady that's up here?
And you saw her here, right?
Yeah.
All right. I know what to do. And see if this guy's gonna start looking around for a brunette with blue eyes and some fancy jewelry.
Something else will come with.
Are you actually gonna make us look around? Or can we just find her?
You can just find her. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I just need to quickly reference something really quick.
Go all the way up here.
Let me quickly take a moment to check a thing. Where the fuck is it? Here it is. Are you originally... No. Okay. Cool.
Oh, I also want Cedric to come with us as well.
You want Cedric to come with you? Okay.
Yes, confirm.
Do 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 do. By the time you actually pass through this door, actually, she will point to Cassandra, and she will say, "That's her, actually."
That was easier than I thought. Hello. Are you Cassandra?
And you watch as Cassandra startles with a jump. She is currently inspecting some of the materials in the boxes here, and she will turn to look at you, and she's going to say, "Yes, I am. Can I help you?" Oh, you're
Hello.
Starfallen.
Yes, we are Starfallen. My name is Sif. These are my allies, Sataria, Zenlius, and Citri. What?
Oh no, go ahead. I was just gonna say Zenlis gives a nod.
Oh.
Agreed.
Sif, as part of the Resistance Force, I could only infer that you are willing to help in any way imaginable and possible, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, my blueberry friend here, Citri, says that you have some scrying tools, perchance?
I do. Are you looking to scry?
Yes, we are looking to narrow down places where we might find Lothair, Percival, and Who's the other one?
Citre's going to chime in and she's going to say, Dar!
Who?
Dar!
What she said? Because I did not hear you. I did not understand you.
Oh, she said Hector.
Okay.
I kept hearing Tur.
Yeah.
Tur.
Yeah.
So did I.
And Hector, we are not very familiar with the scrying schools, and well, we could use your assistance.
All right. Let me get my belongings.
Would you happen to meet us out in front of the lobby with our other friends?
The lobby is kind of loud.
I understand. You probably need quiet to focus.
Mm-hmm.
Would you mind if we just gather some of our friends in here then, so they can all learn? Or would you just like a small group?
There's a better room here to perform the scrying in the base. The supplies are still being moved around. It's also pretty loud here.
I see. Well, you can lead the way then. We'll happily follow you behind you. And keep quiet as we do so.
Well, we only need to keep quiet a little once I actually begin the ritual of scrying. But as far as while we're walking, that's fine.
Fair enough. See if we'll just quietly follow behind her. Be the player knowing how to scribe.
Do we get an IRL bonus because Caleb can scribe?
It's gonna be different as far as this ritual goes. So it's not like scrying through like the orb and everything, if that's like what it is.
No, I don't do crystal ball or anything.
You don't do
I
crystal ball?
do,
Gotcha.
I do a bunch of different other stuff now.
Gotcha.
Do y'all want to join?
I mean, sure.
Sif will just like wave a hand frantically, just like, Justin come over and follow her.
I'm gonna follow.
Thea, yoink. Yoinks bluey it. We go.
Yoink his ass.
I hope you don't mind the others. They're also Starfallen.
Oh, I don't mind at all.
Again, we would be very quiet while you perform your scrying, of course. I mean, don't feel rushed or pressured. Just do your best.
Thank you. And as you all enter the room, Ardale is going to turn to face you all. He was also sorting through some of the materials in this box, tidying them up a little bit. There are books strewn about here, which after you guys all enter, he's going to approach the table and tidy up the books before looking at all of you.
Satari will wave.
Oh, it's you. I haven't forgotten the time you poured my drink on me. Cassandra.
But actually, she wiped the spilled drink off the floor and threw the towel at him. In
Yeah,
his
that's what I did.
It's worse.
Right. He's gonna keep it at that
Mm-hmm.
to not make it seem as bad as it actually was. But he's going to look to Cassandra and he's going to say, And I don't recall giving you permission to scry for these people, Cassandra.
Zenlace just gives him a look.
I give him a once over. How strong does this guy look?
Give me a perception check.
Does my base perception of 26 help?
No, give me an actual perception check.
Just do it. No.
Hey, my base perception is 26. It's higher.
Can we all perception check?
Sure, you can all perception check.
Hell yeah.
Just for funnies.
That was a 37.
Okay.
Damn, that's really high for Theo.
Beautiful optics. We all walk in the room and immediately begin sizing him up.
Yeah.
So, from what you can tell about Ardale, is that he holds himself with a regal and confident poise. His complexion is duskier than what you might expect out of a regular Eladrin, or most Eladrins, in fact. In fact, you see some, so especially Demnuna and Amalthea
Oh.
and Tempo, the three of you notice some particular features as well that make him look a little bit more like Scythian, for example. Some such similar features.
Is he half drow?
No. Also, Scythian is Shadarkai instead of
Shadarkai,
Drow.
excuse me.
Yes. He doesn't seem to be half Shadarkai, but you might expect there to be some mixed blood in there somewhere.
Hmm.
As for how strong he might be, you can't exactly tell just based on his physique alone, but the fact that he's staring all of you down might be indicative of that he is not exactly a pushover either.
My lord, we're in the middle of a civil war. We could use all of the help we could get. It would be very appreciated.
Unless, of course, you'd like to answer to Iskar.
And he's going to say, "Don't think your petty threats are going to sway me. I concur with Amalthea. Do as you wish."
Thea will give him a tight, but at least gracious enough in the moment smile and incline her head. She knows how to play politics when need be.
People just blow raspberries at him. Just
Wait, sorry, what was it?
she'll just blow raspberries at him again.
How mature.
No, I'm very mature. Thank you.
And Zatario will speak up. I do want to apologize about last time.
And he doesn't acknowledge you or your apology. In fact, he's going to just leave.
Wow.
Zatario deflates a little bit.
Well, middle.
Is he waiting outside of the door? Is he actually leaving?
He's actually leaving.
Wait. Oh no,
Oh.
never mind.
I bring him back. You said never mind?
I was just gonna have him say, November, Melon.
What does that
Just-
mean?
Goodbye, friend.
Hmm. As you say that in Eladril, you watch as Ardale stops walking for a brief moment. He doesn't look back at you, but you notice his head sort of tilts just briefly, as though he's heard you, but then he steps out he still steps out regardless.
Still as stuck up as ever, I see.
Oh, it's what a bitch.
I'm going to begin now.
Thank you, Cassandra.
It's my pleasure. And thanks for sticking up against Ardale.
Please. It's nothing. Are you in his group, Cassandra?
Do you remember the group who was stationed around the purest bloodline?
Ah, yes.
I'm with them. We're
I
all
see.
emerald tiered adventurers, but I mean, they're still diamond, and I hear they're being considered for Astralis, so we really don't have any standing against them.
Their status means nothing when it comes to treating another person with dignity. Just because they're stronger and higher ranked does not mean that they get to lord over you, Cassandra. Remember that, okay?
Of course. Well, Noelle and Augustus treat us well enough. Sylvester tries, but he's not very good at it.
He's still just as stuck up as the rest. I know.
No, it's more like he doesn't really understand social things well. He's kind of to himself, really.
Just go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, Ardale might be kind of awful, but honestly, Vienna takes the cake as far as how much a bitch can go. Oh, sorry.
You're in good company. You need not hold yourself back. It's okay.
Thanks. A lot of pent-up anger, you know? I'm going to begin scrying now.
As you say.
And you watch as she gets a layout of the map set before her. And then she gathers several stones from a pouch that she has, and each of them, you notice, is brimming with an arcane energy. And she's going to say, is there any particular region of the city that you want scryed?
I have a good feeling that the palace is probably going to be rife with a lot of magical interference there, given what we know. Thea will quickly consult the map. Can you tell me really quick how the areas, how the prisons are laid out?
Yeah, so you notice that the prisons are laid out in with a military mind taken into consideration. So they're not just prisons. They're very likely to be containment facilities for prisoners of war and very important individuals who might be captives.
Like forts, basically.
Yes, in effect. But you notice that they are laid out in such a way that it would be difficult to attack one of them without getting collapsed in on from reinforcements from other forts.
I see. Okay. Are any one of these forts more important than the other, aside from Bakaria, the really big important dungeon in the castle?
You don't know. The
Not
map
even.
does.
Oh, I
Go ahead.
see. I was gonna say not even from Thea's history of asking everybody everything during her years of gathering information.
Roll me a history check.
Okay. I will try my best. Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Just crit, five head.
Nice.
okay. It's great if I had.
So, as far as importance goes, you know that the prisons that are closer to the palace itself are the ones that are usually where the highest priority individuals are taken to. You know that these places are able to access reinforcements incredibly quickly.
Okay. Now, if I were the king, and I had a bunch of high-profile prisoners and a son I wanted to keep under my thumb, I'd go around these ones, and she's gonna point to the ones that are close to the palace. Not quite under my nose, but close enough to where if I needed it, I would get reinforcements with a snap of my fingers. Not quite on top of the castle, I think, Cassandra, but close enough. How many are there, you think? 4? 5?
Near the palace itself, I would say 5, yes.
Let's try these 5.
Alright. And she will place the stones on the map where you pointed out the particular prisons. She's going to place just a few more in other locations as well. She doesn't have enough stones to cover all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You then watch as she channels magic through the ground and into the map, as if she is connecting the magic that courses through the land into the map itself. And you watch as 3 out of the 5 prisons you initially pointed out overflow in terms of how much magic there is. And then amongst the 2 others that she placed lower in the ring, one of them overflows with significant magic.
So 4 out of the 5?
4 out of the 6.
4 out of the 6. Okay. Thea is just gonna very quickly, while she's scrying, she's just gonna take out her journal and just quickly sketch out the overflowing ones. Circle them. Huh. Seems like the king's got quite a few people holed up.
Well, we may not be able to divvy up our forces to all 16 of them, but perhaps this is more doable.
4 out of 16, far more doable.
Well, we only searched 6 out of the 16. We don't really know how much is in the other 10.
Do you have enough energy to check?
I can do maybe one more. It would be a gamble though.
And if you try and you run out of energy, would you be out of commission for a while?
Probably until tomorrow.
I'd rather not risk your health. We may need you at any moment's notice. What do we think, everybody?
Well, it's more promising a lead than we had before.
Really, we don't have really much any information.
I'm willing to check those areas.
Well, like, if we get it wrong, aren't they more likely to just take wherever they have them and move them again?
That's the gamble, unfortunately.
Is that a good thing? Would we be able to hear that they were moving people?
Perhaps follow a trail. If they have to hide them via arcane ways, perhaps we could pick up on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do we even have time to afford for that?
I don't think we really have time to slam our head into every prison.
Rexy is going to speak up next, and she's going to turn from this bookshelf, and she's going to say, "Couldn't help but overhear your conversation. There's also the fact that the upper circle is very likely brimming with armed soldiers, and you could get collapsed in on at any moment. You would need some way of also traveling without the risk of being easily caught to even stand a chance of going through some of these prisons."
Suggestion.
How common are rats here?
Well, really quick, as for a suggestion, I don't, unfortunately. I was just pointing out something you might need. But as far as what I can provide, I'm not quite certain. But as far as rats go, well, it's a city. They're quite common in the slums, at least. Less so in more well-kept districts. Usually they're exterminated pretty quickly. Why?
Oh, well, if somebody could turn us into rats, then that would make it easier. But, I mean, if the rats aren't common, then we'll ignore that.
Fortunately, the sight of a rat in the upper echelons would have the women running to get on the table and the men running for a knife. We'd be attacked quite quickly as rats, I think.
Oh, please, have you seen the upper ring? Everyone would be crawling for a table, and the guards would be the ones taking the knife.
What about cats or dogs?
Well, strays they tend to put down, and they have strict regulations on the ones that they keep as domestic animals.
Going in as an animal might not be the best idea. It's an easy way to get killed.
Not to mention, I only know how to turn myself into an animal.
Zenlius,
Oh my.
Yes.
give me a history check.
Ooh, that's bad.
27.
The 3.
Oh.
You ever just throw a 3?
You remember some manner of ancient Eladrin technique that involves the well, you don't know exactly how it works technically, but you have heard about it. But as far as the stories go, they say certain Eladrins of Eld were capable of moving in such a way that it were as though they were a dream and then real again. A dream and then real again.
I was gonna take that. Actually,
Sorry?
that there was like, never mind. Just ignore me.
Okay.
Where is he? I'll be right back.
Ah, don't make us beg the purest bloodline people, Asol.
And Zenlis walks in here, and he looks at Ardale. Megalaman.
And as you enter, Ardale, who was reading a book, is going to look up at you. And he's going to gesture for you to approach.
Zenlis is just gonna stand behind the chair here, like put his hands on it, and just kind of lean forward a little bit. Listen, I know you're not keen on our group. However, the music. However, considering everything that's going on, we need to work together. And I have a feeling that you'll be able to help us. It's an Eladrin technique. Fading in and out like a dream. I can only use a variation of face step. But to do something like what I'm speaking of, I think you're aware of what I mean.
I am. My question is, how did you know that I'm capable of it? It isn't something I've told anybody.
I've been around for a while. I've heard stories.
So you've come to request that I utilize this for you?
For everyone. Not just for me, not just for our group. For everyone in this kingdom.
I can allow those of Eladrin bloodline, but no one else.
How will this work?
Meaning?
If you allow those of Eladrin bloodline only, we need to get into the upper level of the city undetected. But if it's only myself and maybe a few others that would be able to go, according to your stipulations, how would you propose that we do that?
If you want my opinion, if we only take those of a Ladrin bloodline into the upper ring, most would die.
Precisely. Which is why I'm requesting that you make an exception.
I cannot.
And may I ask why?
This is an ancient technique. Privilege to even be whisked by its wings. I cannot let someone of a non-pure bloodline take its wings.
And if this was the only thing standing between the salvation of this city and its utter ruin, what then? How could you live with yourself?
Easily, in fact.
Why did I ask?
My recommendation is that you forego the notion of this power. I'll provide aid in other manners.
What of this? Teach me. I won't teach it to the others, but teach me.
But you'll use its powers to take them along with you, won't you?
Okay, so real quick.
What
Um, how does this ability work? Is it like a phase step, or is it... I'm just trying to get an idea of like how to approach this.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
No!
Oh no!
Oh God!
Ah,
Oh, the dice giveth,
Hate
the
it here.
dice can't get away.
Unfortunately, this is not something you would have learned as someone who grew up in Rayona.
Okay, give me a minute.
Roll me an insight on this. 25. It might be possible to have an easier chance of convincing Ardale if you knew exactly what he wanted, or what even his motivations to begin with are. You realize he's somewhat unknown to you apart from the fact that he is a supremacist as far as you can tell. In the same vein, it might be difficult for him to open up about himself. Or he might be unwilling to do so, in fact.
talk about how much you love us.
Ow.
Stanley's moves to actually kind of sit down in the chair across from him. Well,
Really quick, as you sit down, he is going to conjure 2 wine glasses, pour some, and push one your way.
He's gonna take the glass, but then just kind of look at it and examine it a little bit. Give it a sniff. You know, the whole wine thing.
Okay, with a taste with a scent of cherry. With a side of racism. I'm so sorry, I'll be quiet now.
No, that was funny.
If I may ask you, actually, one thing that's been on my mind. What
Yes?
are you doing here, anyway?
With the rebels, do you mean?
Yes.
It would be a problem for me if the current king maintained his regime. I simply have goals that align with the rebels. Doesn't mean I sympathize with them or that they mean anything to me.
May I ask what it is?
It's dangerous for one of their kind to hold so much power. You know, I used to believe the same thing as you, that their kind could be somewhat decent. Do you know the first thing I saw when I stepped outside of the Eladrin lands? Poverty, prejudice, yes. Well, that exists in our kind as well. But murder of one's own brothers and sisters, plagues that kings do nothing about, whole communities content to wallow in ignorance, with no desire to improve themselves.
You know, it's funny, actually. My mother had once said the same thing. When she lived in the Feywild. But it was for her own people. She saw the poverty, she saw all the terrible things, the things that had happened to her people, to herself. It was the reason why she fled to these lands. To give my sister and I a better life. It's not just, as you say, it's not just them that suffers with these problems. It's everyone. But I can understand that with certain biases, it's difficult to see. Especially if that's your first impression of everything.
Ardale will take a sip of his wine as he listens to you. It must have been a poor community of Eladrins for your mother to have experienced such. Amongst my people, such Eladrins would be scorned as dullards who are simply bringing shame to the bloodline.
Was of noble birth. I don't know what that tells you.
I pity your mother then, if that is her experience. Still, I'm wholly unconvinced that those not of Eladrin heritage are worthy of any sort of acknowledgement.
Why is that? Is it simply your first impression, and that hasn't changed?
Do you know what humans have a tendency to do?
In what manner?
When it comes to matters of knowledge, they pillage from their superiors. They take what is not theirs, what has been discovered by others. And once they've taken, they burn it at the source, and that way they can monopolize what has already been discovered. And then they flaunt it as if they own it themselves. They've tried it against Eladrin kind once before already.
Can I roll a history to see if I remember that?
Roll me a history check. Ooh, yeah,
Holy
very nice.
shit!
Yes, you do in fact remember that there was one. Well, it would have happened many times in history, but there was one situation in particular that was a rather drastic circumstance where a smaller community of Eladrin monks who stepped away from larger society to gain enlightenment and knowledge were attacked by a significant kingdom of majority humans. And you know that their libraries were burned, and most of them had been massacred. And for a long duration of time, those humans of that kingdom had, in fact, profited off of the knowledge and wisdom they stole.
Elias gets a really somber expression on his face. You speak of the monks and the library.
Yes.
It's not all of them, though. There are terrible, terrible humans in this world. But there are also terrible brethren as well. There's terrible people of all kinds. I'll be honest too, actually. In regards to first impressions, I was similar to you, how you are now, when I first met up with Starfallen. But once I ended up being, well, forced to spend time with them, get to know them. My opinion changed. I learned that they cannot be simply bundled into a whole group just because of what they are. Nana, she taught me that.
You've been brainwashed by them.
My God.
You know, at first I thought you were just... Use my language, I suppose. Some racist asshole, but now... You're both a racist asshole and funny.
Wasn't. Never mind.
What's your aim here? Ultimately, what are you trying to do?
To kill the
Are
king,
you
of course.
And then after that? Do you intend to take his place?
No. I have no interest in human kingdoms. Once I achieve the rank of Astralis, then I will pursue my true goals.
Which is...
Is there anything else you want from me, Zenlius Heskin?
Another question, then. I would like to know where you're from.
Originally from the Feywild, there is a pocket. Are you familiar with the Umbral Lands? It's where the Feywild and the Shadowfell graze each other.
I am.
That's where I'm from.
Give me just a second.
Take a look. Azenlis, roll me a history check.
Yes!
Hey, I remember everything.
Oh shit, I didn't get anything loaded. Let me restart my... Oh, there
It's
we
a
go.
crit.
Oh
It's a
my
crit.
goodness. Okay, Zenlius, you know that the Umbral lands are a heavily contested region of the border between the Feywild and the Shadowfell. You know, the Eladrin and the Shadarkai are not particularly fond of one another, and something that's quite common is that either side will take captives from the Umbral lands, particularly young folk and children, and they will effectively indoctrinate them into their cultures and make an attempt to bring out the zealotry in them.
That makes sense then. You haven't had it very easy. Then I take it.
I am not here to ask for anyone's sympathies. Everything
It's
I've...
offering.
Well, regardless of what turns my life has taken, it's through my own strength and merit that I've reached the point that I have.
If you're from the Umbra Lands, are you a Ladrin or Shadarkai?
I'm a Ladrin.
Your parents?
Also a Ladrin. My entire bloodline spans a Ladrin.
Oh, I am so tempted to say that.
Do not
I am
blow up what
so
goodwill you've
tempted.
generated.
Zenlius, roll me a diplomacy check.
On what he is, bro.
I'm struggling here.
If it walks like a duck and
30.
talks like a duck, it's probably a duck, bro.
30's pretty good.
But you do you, brother.
Ardale is going to close his book as he puts a bookmark in it, and he's going to say, with the lot of you, I find myself having to constantly change rooms just for a breath of fresh air. And he starts walking away before stopping, and he's going to say, in Eladril, he will say, out of respect for you and the position that you have clawed your way to, if you vouch for these people, I'll give them an opportunity to gain my respect. Then I'll consider if I will give them passage. And he leaves. He doesn't tell you any more than that. I can bake your cookies. I can dust your room. I can massage your back. We got people dying.
Zelius
Incredible.
puts a finger to his ear to activate the link pearl. Apparently, you all have to prove yourselves to this wonderful gentleman.
For fuck's sake.
But how?
I will continue to press. Believe it or not, I can be rather annoying.
Do you think it's my fault because I threw the thing at him?
No, Nana, it's not your fault.
Okay.
He's... It's... I'm not excusing them, but there are reasons for his actions.
I understand. While you do that, we'll see if we can find another way. We can't rely on him completely, unfortunately.
Agreed.
Thank you, Zenlius.
Of course, Nana.
Right. I'm going to switch over to the party.
Yeah,
if that's
absolutely.
Okay. So, Party, what are you doing?
I mean,
Possibly try to brainstorm other means of
ideas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at a loss, so I think I might just go around and ask, because at this
Fine.
point we have no way to, like, get in and out without and explore all 15 places in a
We have
appropriate
4
amount of
places.
time.
We
Isn't
have 4
Augustus Eladril?
places.
Oh, I heard a lot of things at once. I couldn't process any of them.
Isn't Augustus a legend?
Mm.
All of them in the purest bloodline are Eladrin, yes.
That's our whole gimmick.
Could he
Alright,
he
I'll
possibly
try
help
another
us?
one.
Potentially.
Maybe I can
Uh.
talk to Noel. Hello?
Would
Yeah.
you like to go first and speak to her, or?
Oh no, you can go if you'd like. If you want to talk to Augustus, and then I can talk to Noel afterwards. Besides, Zataria wants to maybe update her on stuff.
Mhm.
Because she's the one that gave her the necklace.
Steve will just open up the comps to her leveling pearl and just kind of like, before Zenlius actually gets in, she'll like immediately stop him to say, Zenlius, do you remember what kind of this power this man has that could help us in?
It's almost like a form of phase step. You can go in and out like a dream.
Right. That's exactly what I needed. I'll go ask another Ladrin we have here. Thank you. And Tifa will walk out. She'll look around, searching for Augustus. She'll probably like look over here first, see if he's over there. No luck. Go down here, no luck. Go up here, there, no luck. But eventually she'll get like over here, and she'll find him, and she'll look to him and says, Augustus, can I have a word?
And Augustus is going to turn to look at you and he's going to say, Ah, Sif, my friend. Why one word? Let's have many.
Yes, of course. Well, we're having trouble exploring ideas of how to save our friends in prison. And while Zenlius is making way with asking a fellow Ladrin to maybe help us enter, would you happen to have any sort of powers that may allow us to enter ourselves? Something maybe like a face step for all of us, passing through, say something of a dream or something.
Well, if I could do that, that would be an incredibly potent ability. But alas, I can only teleport 1 or 2 folks every couple of minutes. It would be not quite a reliable method. How about you, Alathia? Do you know of any such method? And she's going to look up from chopping vegetables with Persephone, and she's going to give a shake of her head. I have heard of such an ability, but it's not one that I'm proficient in.
Would you ever happen to the ability to maybe even teleport somebody? If at all. I was thinking maybe we can just gather the Eladrins who could teleport our group inside and just take us with us.
Unfortunately, I'm not much of someone who can teleport others as much. Much
see.
of my Eladrin heritage had been stripped away when I'd been exiled. But I'm glad you're thinking with your head at least, instead of what Augustus was proposing.
Oh, what was he proposing? Oh, any ideas is good.
I thought we could just simply storm the gates, cut down every single soldier we can find, and rescue our friends that way. And people shot down the idea, saying there would be too many casualties, we would be putting too many people at risk.
If only it was so easy, but I'm sorry to say, friend, that does not sound a good idea at all. We must be discreet in this transgression.
You, fine.
But don't worry, there'll be many more opportunities for that to happen. So, keep your wits up. And she'll actually just pat him on the shoulder.
Much appreciated, thank you. You as well.
Would you happen to know any other Eladrin in the area, or are you two it?
There's Vienna, but frankly, I don't think she'll talk to you. Sylvester is fairly awkward and is probably not the best conversationalist, and well, Noel's probably your best shot as far as other Eladrin go. Oh, and Ardale. He's our leader for a reason, but good luck getting him to talk.
That's exactly the person Zenlius is talking to right now, actually.
Well, he has his work cut out for him. Ardale is incredibly prideful, and I imagine Zenlius might be the only person in your group who could talk with Ardale. But that's just speculation.
Is there any reason why he's so prideful? I mean, I'm prideful that I'm half orc. So what's his big issue? What's his deal?
Well, Ardale is a nobleman of House Vistril. It's a house that he had founded himself. His house wasn't nobility to begin with. In fact, his actions were the ones who earned a title of nobility from the Sealy Court.
Aha! Name drop.
Name drop.
Oh my god.
He was given all of his powers by 2 white lesbians.
And, well, he's been. Well, many of us were raised with Eladrin ideals in mind, but he especially, to reach the point that he has truly had to ingrain those ideals into him, heart and soul.
You don't have to sugarcoat it. You could just say he's racist.
Well, yes, as most Eladrins are. He is a racist.
Oh, perfect. Another pompous asshole who is crying, "Woe is me, my life is hard, so I must look down on others." Oh, lords. Alright. Thank you anyway, Augustus. I'll be sure to share the information with the others.
Of course.
You.
I
Hmm?
apologize I couldn't be of more help.
No, you've given all the help you could, and I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. And for the record, I apologize if I gave you any reasons to doubt me the first time we had met. I realize some of the company that I keep, Ardale and Vienna, as you mentioned in particular, aren't exactly the most, well, they don't make the best first impression.
It's quite alright. As I remember, I did promise I'd say I'd kill you, but times have changed.
We can still do that, just without the killing part.
It'd be too easy. And she'll smile. She'll smile.
For me, I know you're scared.
Yes, I'm very shivering in my boots, actually.
Are you even wearing boots? He's gonna look at your shoes.
There's sandals. Don't look at my toes, you pervert. And she'll walk away.
Oh my god.
And as
See
you walk,
here with the grippers for free.
yeah, no, that's exactly what Augustus was gonna say. As you walk away, see if he's gonna say for free, and then go back to taste testing the food.
Oh my god.
Person confirmed.
Oh,
See,
Christ.
we'll reconvene with their group and says, "Well, Augustus can only take 2 of us, but as it isn't enough power for all of us."
So it goes.
I did learn that Ardale only got his position from the Silly Court. And again, he's a racist, like all good, well, not all good, but most Eladrin. You know, he plays the whole, "woe is me, my life is hard, so I must look down on others." Very, very well.
Mm.
Is that a requirement? Seems rather odd.
No, but No. I won't say what's in my mind. No. It's not a requirement. But it is insufferable. Well, insufferable.
Is it okay if Sataria, during the time that Sif was talking to Augustus, Sataria had gone to Noel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go.
Go talk to Noelle. Go get her.
Talk to your bestie.
Well, when Sif steps away, Sataria will have fallen, but followed after her, but split off to look for Noelle, and she remembers seeing her in the main area. So, yeah, always Sif.
Hell yeah, let's go! Take that, Kylus.
Yo.
And she'll spot Noelle in the corner, and will kind of head in that general direction. And she waves at Noelle, a little shy wave.
And she'll wave back at you, and she's gonna gesture for you to come closer.
Noelle, it's been a while.
Hi, Sataria. It really has been. I mean, we saw each other just like, recently, but as far as talking like this goes, yeah, it's been a few months.
Mm-hmm. Other than the fight, have you been alright?
I have been. You know, Civil War aside, we've been doing pretty well for ourselves. How about you?
Been busy. Lots happened. The necklace you gave me actually saved my life.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, more or less. It's hard to break down what happened exactly, but, you're not entirely wrong about the whole Eladrin thing.
Is that so? So I was right, you are Eladrin?
Well, no. Yes? No.
Yes? No.
I was? In the past. I was... In the past, I was an Eladrin, and then I reincarnated into, well, me.
I see. Wow. Well, that's surprising. Usually, reincarnations aren't so potent that you'd be able to sense them like that.
I suppose it depends on who's reincarnated.
Maybe so. Wow. Or maybe it's you special. She's going to poke you with both fingers. Like in the stomach section, like generally.
And Sataria blushes and she quickly shakes her head. No, that's not the case. But I did want to thank you for the necklace and helping me. Mm,
But of course, that's what I'm here for. Anytime, anything you need help with, or whatever aid I can provide, just let me know.
and I know you've already helped me with this, with the necklace, which is very pretty, and I've still kept with me. I hate to ask for more help if possible.
Please don't hesitate to ask. What is it? I can definitely give it my best shot.
Well, you already know that some of her friends are unfortunately trapped. And we're trying to figure out a way to get in and out, to not only get them out, but to figure out where they are in the first place. My friend Zenlius told us about this power that Eladrin have, that makes it that they can move around without being detected, and as if it's some sort of dream. I might be getting this wrong. I was just wondering if you knew how to do that and would be able to assist us.
As you mentioned this, Noel has somewhat of a confused expression. And she's going to shake her head. I'm sorry, Sitaria. I haven't heard of any such capability of Eladrin's like that.
Oh, I see.
I do have a veil that has magic that can obscure someone. It won't really help if you get caught, but it can help from getting detected as easily. I
See-
only have one, so I'd have to ask Vienna to try and make more using what supplies we have here. So you'd be getting something shoddy, but it would probably help more than just having nothing.
I see. Would she be willing to? In case we can't figure out a solution, then we could use that
Oh.
as a backup plan.
I just won't tell Vienna who the cloaks are for, and I'm sure she'd be happy to do it.
And Sataria smiles at that. I really do appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course.
If you do know anything at all and to help us for your friends, then please let me know. And if there's anything I can do to return the favor, not only for this but for the necklace, please don't hesitate to ask.
I know something you can do.
Oh, really? What is it?
You can make sure you stay safe out there, okay?
Ah. And she laughs a little bit. I'll try my best, as long as you promise the same.
I promise.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'll step away for now because I have to help the others and trying to figure this out. But if you need anything, don't hesitate to look for me.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Sataria.
Of course.
The offer is the same, is likewise, okay?
Alright. And Sataria will give a smile and a wave goodbye before heading back. And her smile remains for a little bit, but it kind of drops halfway back because she feels like even though they have these possible cloaks, she feels like they didn't really make any step in the right direction.
I think when she steps through, Thea has sat Elliot on the floor. She's combing through his hair with something. The blue in his hair is slowly fading out and being replaced with something else. And she looks up, and it's just, oh, any words, Tataria?
Yes and no. Noelle doesn't know anything about this supposed technique. But she has offered us some cloaks that can hide us away for getting around. She only has one on herself, but she'll see if she can get a few more made.
I see. Well,
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's more than what we had earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Still not enough.
Is there really no other ideas?
I could try and ask Iskar if he's got anything he's remembered. I don't know how helpful it'll be, though.
I mean, you can at least tell him that we have some leads on the prisons. Maybe he can go from there.
Sure. I'll go check.
Thank you.
I'll have Iskar go back to over here. There we go. And Unshtin will go back over here. As well, Igor. Okay.
Okay, so, boss.
Oh, Elise, yes.
The mood is kind of fucking dour. We're kind of stumped on what to do. Is there anything you've remembered, like anything you can tell me from your, stay of capture?
Sure. Here's what I experienced. I went in as a reinforcing agent to aid Percival, Lothar, and Hector. Unfortunately, by the time I had gotten there, they had already been captured. I don't know exactly where they were taken. I myself was taken to the palace ground, or the palace dungeons. I didn't see them there when I was captive, so it's safe to rule them out from there.
Okay. Based off of a little bit of what we've done, we've got like 4 prisons that are pretty heavily magically fortified, and we're assuming that's where they're going to be. Could I get like names? I assume I'm not asking you to name all of them. I don't care. Just give the information to him.
Oh yeah. Okay. But yes. So Iskar will point out the names of the prisons that are the ones you probably discussed, right? The 3 closest to the to the palace itself, and the one further away.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. And Iskar is going to say, well, if I was Lionel, I wouldn't keep all 3 of them imprisoned together. It would make rescuing each of them far too easy. I'd look to keep them separated.
Maniac makes sense.
Right now, the only viable option I see here is striking the 3 prisons simultaneously once we've discovered where they're being held captive. If at all possible, to strike them consecutively if we can do so fast enough. It would be difficult to get everyone across the border. So, if we go with the option of striking simultaneously, we'd need 3 separate strike teams, but with one strike team, it would be much easier to attack while remaining subtle about it. That's only if you're able to move between prisons quickly enough.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that just comes down to the point then of how many people get across. Bit of an odd question. Do any of these, are any of these locations like highly localized near like religious areas? Because I'm wondering where they're.
There is one that is near a cathedral, but as far as the 4 you pointed out, no, 3 of them are close to the palace proper, and the last one is, well, that one isn't any more or less significant than the others around it.
Can you think of some reason we've gotten 4 if there are 3 high value prisoners we're currently thinking of? If
It's
we
always
assume that, like, there's 1 in each prison, which makes sense, then who's our unlucky 4th?
That is an excellent question, isn't it? Unfortunately, I wouldn't know that off the top of my head. It's also possible that some of the prisoners might not be even related to the party that we're trying to rescue.
Makes sense, but these are the reason we're going for these is that they're functionally the highest security. They have the most magical influence on them. Big names like Lothair, Percival, anyone that level who also got captured.
That's quite true. However, that's risking the assumption that they are located in such heavily fortified locations. Lionel is a chosen of Asmodeus. He plays mind games and strategy games with people. If you go in expecting them to only be at these specific locations, then it's also possible that you're falling into his trap. It's possible that he wants you to go there.
There were 2 lesser prisons that could be something. We're assuming this is sort of a backwards thinking situation, but at that point, why don't we just check out every prison in the fucking lower area?
That is the question. Roll me an insight check, Elise.
Awesome. I'm really good. I lied. I am good at these.
So, you remember something about a. You remember something in the earlier conversations about a paper trail, and orders would very likely have to be written in in would have to be provided in written format. You do know of one location where they definitely have been placed so far.
I do.
Yes. So it was reported that they were taken there, and then
The Adventurers Guild.
no.
No?
Roll me a history check to remember or try to remember.
Yeah, I'm not good at these.
Okay, never mind.
You remember
All of the history checks today have been crits.
No, what was
Whoever
the
be
crit?
punished.
I guess that counts as a crit. But you do remember that some of the scouts were very confident in the idea or the fact that they had at one point been taken to the dungeons of the von Schultz family.
Yeah, that did come up in the session.
Did we go there and just start riffling around their shit?
I mean, yeah, checking that out is literally better than anything else we have. That's in the pyre area, right?
Yes, it is one of the ones that are closer to the walls of the upper section. So
So we will have to get inside first. If we can get inside first. Okay, I mean, yeah. Check out there. We can cross-reference that with what we have. Hopefully find a direction. If they're split up, I'm kind of asking myself, like, if we could do the 3 strike teams, that would be good. But if we can't, then who do we prioritize?
Lothair.
Yeah, that's the thing about Lothair is if we get Lothair first, then the king will immediately notice what we're doing. But if we don't get Lothair first, and the king notices anyway, then he's gonna disappear.
Precisely. He is too valuable to lose at this point.
I hate to say it, but we might have to end up doing... If we can't do the 3 strike teams, we might end up having to do 2. And then coalesce on Hector, probably.
Well, let's consider who all would be capable enough for a strike team. Starfallen, of course. Rosaria and myself.
If
Pure
we can get
bloodline.
the what's it called? The bloodline people? Remind me.
Yes, the purest bloodline.
I mean, couldn't they handle one of those all on their own?
Potentially. I would say that they are quite capable of that, actually. Though... I haven't actually seen them in action myself. I've only heard about them through the tales and the rumors.
Honestly, I would prefer to just mix and match our groups if possible. But I don't know how well that's going to go.
And to your right, Vienna is going to give sort of like a sharp, like ha, and she's going to say, "Do you truly believe that Ardale or myself would ever work alongside the likes of you?"
Are you able to consider things for the greater good of a mission?
And Iskar is also going to look to Vienna and he's going to say, "Though last time I checked, you're not in a position of leadership here, Vienna. That role falls to Unstin and myself." So yes, you will follow orders. In fact, I'm tempted to... Elise, would you be interested in being in charge of her if that were to occur?
Sure.
And Vienna is going to give a foul look over her shoulder, and she's going to say, "No one's in charge of me."
Look, I don't want to like lord anything over you, so let's play this straight here. Would you prefer to be on the team that you end up being put in, or would you prefer to be on the team doing the more important work? The more, let's say, prestigious, important work.
Roll me diplomacy, Elise.
Pretty good.
And she'll roll her eyes and she's going to say, "Gods, these hell-forsaken circumstances are the only reason I would ever consider this. Have it your way,
Alright.
pig." She says under her breath. You'd have to roll perception for that if you wanted to hear that.
I'm just gonna let her do what she wants. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't, like, she wants me to be mad at her, and I'm not gonna be. Okay, so we figure that out. And then, yeah, we get information that we can. Then we split into 2 teams and coalesce on the 3rd. That's got the best chance of getting people, I think. Because, admittedly, the reason I say 2 teams is good luck getting half of my group to not go for Percival instantly.
Yes, there's a bit of personal bias there, isn't there? Given your relationship with Elliot, your
It's part of the gig, I suppose. Okay, we try and think about what else we can do, and then I think we're mostly... Well, we'll mobilize whenever people are ready. But hopefully sooner than later.
Yes, that would be ideal. Though, as far as the initial scouting party goes to find the paper trail, I would recommend a much smaller party. There is still the wall to cross, and you wouldn't want to draw much attention to yourselves.
I would honestly prefer just having to cross the wall once rather than doing it twice, but it is probably safer just scouting first.
There are merits in both. If you end up not finding useful information, or you end up finding bad information, you would be locked in or trapped without much means to escape. Moving around in the upper ring without proper intelligence or proper means to navigate undetected would be dangerous. But there is also risk in crossing twice. I do understand your point there.
I think it'll depend on how good whatever method we find to get across is. Though, with their estate being so close to the wall, there may be something we could do there.
Very true.
I'm assuming
If you were-
there's no obvious underground connections between them. Is it the type
No.
of estate to have an escape route?
Yes and no. The escape route goes through another section into the upper rings. That's a typical trait you'll find with the upper ring. The upper echelon of Aristinian nobles are so prideful that they would put risk to themselves. There is no underground passage connecting the upper and lower rings. The wall is meant to decisively separate the elite from the trash in their perspective.
It kind of sounds like the king has effectively created a big inescapable box for all the nobles.
That is also his MO, as one would put. If the nobles ever rise up against him, he has a means to keep them where he wants them, or even make an execution all the more possible. But in offering them a place where they can be amongst their own community, it unites them in their hate as well.
Effective. Alright, I think that's all. Unless you have any other hints of wisdom.
I'll tell Scythian to position himself at the point of the wall where the von Schultz manor is closest. If you make an attempt to cross there, he can likely utilize some of his illusory powers to try and make it easier for you, but you'll have to be swift.
I mean, I can fly now. Maybe that'll help.
Well, let's hope that you're able to remain undetected as well when you're flying. I take it you'll go at night, yes?
That's definitely the best time.
Yes, okay.
What time is it now?
It would be evening or so.
Okay, so we'll wait like another hour or two for night to set and whatnot.
Yeah, I think if possible we're going tonight, right?
I think that's probably the best call. The only leads we really have right now are investigating the Von Schultz house, but we still need a reliable way in.
I mean, I can fly and I have my wall walkers. There's a few, like, tricks up my sleeve.
A contingency plan, but you have face step, right, Zenlius?
Yeah, I've got the one where I can teleport everyone I see.
How thick is the wall?
Probably very thick.
So the wall is 20 feet thick, according to your intelligence.
20 feet.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's a
Fucking hell.
wall that has like gates and whatnot, and there's probably posts up on top, so that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I mean, we could also ask the other Von Schultz that we know if they might know of any means in.
Yeah.
Because
That
Klaus
seems
could
like
be
the
a
best way
big help
about it.
there.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'll leave Estar be for now.
Right, sounds good.
I will go back to room and all of that act them quickly.
I mean, it's better to try to get the paper trail than to strike blindly. The last thing we need is to be pinned down in a place where we can't get reinforcements or we don't know where we're going. We'll probably have to take care of Lucas while we're there, but...
I mean, it'd probably be best to avoid Lucas if we can, because if anything happens to him, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody wants to go talk to Klaus...
I think I just let Zenlius try Ardale again.
He
Let's just try to
obviously...
talk to Sylvester and get like some insight. See if I could get some insight from Sylvester about Ardale.
Okay,
Good luck.
go ahead, Zenlis.
So knock, knock, knock.
And you hear shuffling on the other side as this adventure lady opens the door for you, and she's gonna say, yes, hello.
Hi, is Sylvester in here?
The Eladrin man with the green hair who talks funny?
Yes, precisely.
Yes, he is over there. And as she points over her shoulder, you notice Sylvester is knitting with string, or not string, sorry, straw. Like,
Oh, neat. Thank you.
of course.
Excuse me, Sylvester.
You are Zenlius.
Correct. Do
What
you have a
would you...
moment?
Yes, what would you request of this one?
Do you know of any way that my companions and I could, I suppose, prove ourselves to Ardale? There's something that only he can do, and we need his assistance for it, but, well, given his attitude. Yeah.
It would be much, much difficult. But there are a few things that Ardale respects in others, and if one proves that they are not of the same ilk as their kind, he will acknowledge them, at least somewhat. But a simple favor here or there is not enough to sway him. I once
Really?
watched a man who gained Ardale's respect. He was an orc, actually. And what the man did was he sacrificed much of the wealth he had accumulated for orcs in the Scar specifically. For example, they are very materialistic, for they have no materials to begin with, as such is their state. But one kind orc gave up much and more of his personal belongings to save a human's daughter who was sick. The man needed wealth for his daughter's medicine, and the orc provided. For this, Ardale reimbursed the orc afterwards. And he said, "If only more of your brethren could be as you are."
So selfless.
In a sense, typically it's by breaking his expectations of others that you can gain his respect. Though, if there was something you could do universally to at least make him indebted to you, if you can find a means to cure his brother, then it would
His
be...
brother?
Yes, he has a younger brother who is... He remains back at home. He is too sickly to travel, but the boy's name is Ardale. Fairly young for an Eladrin still. He is about 30, 40. Ardale. He suffers a sickness of the soul. And it is Eladrin magic and advances that keep him alive to this day.
What is his sickness?
It is some sickness of the spiritual level. It affects the soul and its ability. Normally, a soul returns to the life stream after the body has perished, but an unstable soul, well, it can return at any moment without a proper anchor. This magic of the Eladrins is what keeps his soul anchored. Ardale has great loyalty to the Eladrins as an icon because it is Eladrin magic that keeps his brother whole. He seeks to become Astralis so he can find a cure for his brother's soul. This magic you speak of, Ardale has told nobody, but I know. The spirits speak to me. Alas, Ardale does not own this magic, though he can cast this magic. This magic is owned by Eladrin as a race. Cannot afford to incur their wrath or their disdain.
Which is why he doesn't want to teach it to others.
Correct.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'll leave you be then.
Would you like this doll? He's going to offer you a doll made of string or straws.
Witchcraft?
No, it's just a normal doll made out of straw.
Dolls are nice.
Sure. Wait, do I still have... Of course. Thank you. And he accepts the doll, and he looks at it. It's kind of cute, because it's made of straw and everything. So I'll give it to my sister.
Very well. I hope your sister enjoys it.
I think she will. Thank you.
I believe
Yeah.
people would say here, use welcome.
And he gives him a nod. And just a smile. Farewell for now.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Sylvester strikes me as the type of crunchy guy that you'd find doing yoga at like a Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Whole Foods. Not even like at the gym or anything. He's at the Whole Foods, and then the spirits are just like, "You must stretch now, my brother." So he stretches.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Elise approaches the door. And I think he is going to knock on it. Just lightly.
Who is it?
Zenlius.
And as Ardale opens the door, he's going to perk a brow at you. Have you not had enough of a conversation with me already, Zenlius Heskin?
He looks a little more somber now, actually, than he did before. First of all, I wish to apologize. I asked a little bit about you.
As you
won't
say
say it.
that, Ardale's eyes narrow, as if he's not enthused that you went around asking, but he's not going to interrupt you.
I won't say who. It's not my place. And again, I apologize for asking, but I wish to know more about you.
And what did you find?
I know about your brother.
And
I know. Go ahead.
at the mention of his brother, you see his jaw tighten a little bit. You think that struck a nerve.
I figured as much. I understand your position. I do. Truly, I do. You can't risk it.
What do you know about my position?
I know that you have no choice. Hang on. Alright, I gotta be right back.
No worries. How are you guys feeling right now?
So, trying to gather information.
I mean, I think. Go on, go on.
Just trying to piece together the story and what is the best plan of action.
I gotcha. Sorry if this is a little bit of a slog.
You're
I
not
think-
sorry.
I think we're just about locked in. I mean, I think we could maybe ask a bit more about the estate, but then I think we're gonna have the best we can get. So go for it.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that I think once we talk to Klaus, I think that really is going to be the only route forward. Because if we just go in guns a-blazing, it's not going to end well. We genuinely need more than just, they could be here.
And if we fuck up, all we need to do is go find the king, and we can reset time.
That's not a guaranteed, though.
It's, yeah, we can't risk it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Are you being pulled away? Nah.
gonna try now though, so
Okay.
just one more minute though.
It's okay.
Okay. I completely forgot where I was going with this.
You said that he doesn't have a choice, and he asked, "What do you know about my position?" Or he said, "What do you know about my position?" And you said, "I know you don't have a choice."
Mhm.
Right. If you do anything that incurs their ire, it's over. And honestly, I wouldn't have you risk that. I just wanted to let you know.
As I said, I'm not looking for anyone's sympathies. I'm not here to complain about how difficult life is or what choices I do or don't have. Not allowing passage my choice. I'm still an Eladrin, and I still hold those ideals. Whatever my problems, I will deal with them. But I will aid you as I have said.
You will. Thank you.
To hell's with it. He's going to say, "Wait here." And he's going to go to this chest. And he's going to rummage something from it. And he will bring it to you. I hadn't brought this up yet because it hasn't been tested completely. It would be suicide to use it in a situation like this. But you at Starfallen give me the impression that you're crazy enough to try it anyway.
He gives like a nod of just like, yeah, we are.
This is a special type of vine that Sylvester and I had been developing for circumstances such as this. It combines the uses of primal aspect and the shadow aspect. It will create vines that only you and those attuned to it can see, and those who are not attuned will not be able to see you as you climb them. Be warned, it is volatile. Make a mistake, and I can't promise you what could happen.
Understood. Thank you.
Another caveat, those with greater vision may still be able to potentially witness you through invisibility. Your invisibility will only last while you are holding part of the vine, so be careful how you make use of it. You have at most 50 feet of vine, if I had to take a guess.
Thank you so much.
If this breaks and does not work, do not blame me for it.
I would never.
And he's going
This is our
to
own risk.
he's going to shove it into your hand. He's going to say, "Anything else?"
If there's anything we can do to help, let us know, right?
Be a pitiful person to ever request for help. Good day to you.
And he gives a nod, and, like kind of a little. Yeah.
And Ardale closes the door. He slams it shut at first, and after about 5 seconds later, he opens it again, and he's going to say, "That was undignified," and he's going to close it gently.
And I'm gonna zoom out my camera so I can walk back to the. Yeah. Boop. And boop. Zenlius holds up the rope as he enters, and we've got some help.
Thea looking up with a fistful of half blue, half brown hair. Oh, really?
Hey, so I'm gonna need you to explain that one again, because I had to take another message from my mom, like
No
in the
worries.
description of the rope.
It's like
So
the
yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
basically you get 50 feet of vine. You are invisible, and the vines are invisible while you are touching it. Or sorry, the vines are invisible to everyone except those who are tuned to it, and the people who touch the vines gain invisibility. People with greater vision who can still see through invisibility can still potentially see you, and the vines might blow up at some point.
Okay.
I spelled volatile wrong, but whatever. 50 feet
Thank
of
you.
magical weed.
Give him magical lead, yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, he just explains that.
Never thought I'd see the day where he'd actually willingly help us, but that's good.
Ardale has his reasons, and I can understand them, but not excuse them.
Mm. One
They're not mine to
circumstance.
say.
That's alright. One circumstances always explains, but rarely excuses, like you said.
Mean odds.
But what is the plan then?
Elise, didn't you say that we have a potential foothold with the von Schultz household?
Yeah, that's where that's the idea, at least. If we can find info there, we can actually know what we want to hit.
Mm. And she looks down to where she's still combing out the last bits of blue out of Elliot's hair, and when she's satisfied with her work, she's going to put her comb up, ruffle his hair to make sure his roots are actually brown. It looks like they are. She's going to say, why don't I go talk to Klaus, see if maybe I can't get some information out of him.
It might not be a bad idea.
If he's napping, Ellie's going to speak up now. He's going to say,
Mhm.
If he's napping, he's allergic to catnip if you have any.
Thea just kind of starts patting down her bags, but after a moment, she just nods and says, "All right, that's good to know." And she's gonna put her comb up. She's gonna get ready to go and talk to Klaus. But in the meanwhile, while her hand is hovering on her pouch, she is gonna finally open. She's gonna open it. And she does indeed find, like she made sure of when they were in the Shadowfell, a bundle of letters tied together with a ribbon. Ah, thank goodness. And she is going to drop them down into Elliot's lap as she walks by and says, "There, I wrote every day while we were gone. Thank goodness it all came with me. Those
Thank
are for
you.
you."
I can't wait to read them.
Okay, gang, I'll be back. And she goes to find Klaus. Yoink. 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 Is he napping?
Yes.
I don't have any catnip on me. She'll just approach quietly. And then very gently put a hand on his shoulder and give him a small shake. Klaus.
Roll me in athletics.
Okay. If
Roll
I
me an
crit,
athletics
then I
check.
knock him out of the chair.
Good.
Oh
That's-
my god.
That.
You don't wake him up, Amalthea. He's still napping.
Yeah.
She shake a little harder. Klaus?
And Klaus opens his eyes a little bit and he's going to say, "Is it time already?"
Not yet. You can get back to napping in just a second. I just need to ask you about your household.
All right. What can I answer?
She'll take
Or
a
what
seat
would you like to know?
right next to him. Kind of folding up her hands on the table and just say, "It seems like your old household has the most potential to have information on where the others are being kept. We've narrowed everything down to potential prisons, but we're not interested in falling victim to mind games. It's better to have solid information. You have any idea where this might be kept in your house, or how we can best cross over and get into it? Any back entrances, tunnels, escape routes, anything like that?"
So, the von Schultz family household. We have 2 exits out the back if our front entrance is not an option. One is through the dungeons, which you'll be able to go downstairs. It's near the kitchen area, actually. There is, on the southern side of the kitchen, a door that leads to some stairs, and that stairs leads to the cellars, and there is an illusory wall, usually, that separates the actual cellar from the cavern system we have through which we escape.
And while he talks, she's writing all this down, pinning down rudimentary maps. Any alarm
Okay.
systems?
Not for the underground system, but the front entrance has an alarm. The dining hall has an alarm. Granted, all of this is under the assumption that Lucas hasn't changed anything, but honestly, Lucas has always been lazy, so I don't think he'll have gone through the trouble.
Still, it's better to be prepared. Okay. Dining hall. Front entrance.
And, the only other thing I can think of is whenever Lucas received a letter that embarrassed him, he always went to the backyard for some reason.
Okay. Writes that down. Any guard dogs? Any guard animals? How big is your normal patrols?
Guard animals? No. Lucas hates animals, especially dogs and cats. But as far as patrols go, he usually keeps several. Many around the backyard, many posted up in front. You'll never find any guards inside the house.
Hmm.
Well,
Why is that?
he doesn't like them inside the house.
When do your patrols usually shift over? Time wise, I mean.
Well, we have. That's a difficult question to answer because we stagger our patrols. So the time that the front entrance guards change is likely different, or is very much different from the time that the backyard guards change. Their schedules are made on a weekly basis, so there's no set time that they change. And then there is a perimeter guard that does regular rotations around the estate. It's all for the sake of, well, a little bit of randomizing the schedules as not to fall into the same patterns to make it more resilient.
I mean, that's smart. If I owned a house such as that, I'd be doing the same thing. And she's going to pin all of that down. Anything else you think is relevant?
Let's see. Yeah, whenever I would try to follow Lucas, whether it was him hiding one of his embarrassing letters, or whether he was getting mixed in an affair with someone, he would always go to the backyard, but he would always disappear when I tried looking for him.
Sure, it's that down. You might have some hidden hidey hole out there.
That's what I was thinking, but I could never find one. That doesn't mean you won't.
We'll see. You've been very helpful, and I'm very grateful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, happy to help. I just want my house back. I'd miss napping in my bed.
You will get your house and your bed back.
I'm relieved.
Although, learning to roughneck it isn't a bad thing, you know. You'll survive a lot more situations like that.
You're right. That's why I'm napping on this table. Very stiff on my neck. But a nap is a nap. Good night.
Good night, Klaus. She stands up, pats him on the head as he naps, and goes back to report to the friends. What are Unsting and Igor doing? They just yapping?
They're just talking between themselves.
Okay. They don't want to talk to me or anything like that?
They seem to be pretty engaged in something, so...
So fair. Yoink.
Yoink.
Klaus was very helpful. He told me all about all their alarm systems, their guards, things that he think are relevant. She's gonna rattle off like the guard rotations, the wards in the house, places of interest, as she will bring up the fact that he constantly was in the backyard and yet always disappeared. And funnily enough, that is the most heavily guarded area of the house. So there are several escape systems and ways for us to get in. It's just a matter of figuring out everything else. But this does seem to be the most promising thing that we can do.
This is true. We do need more information. It does seem like a good place to start.
I mean, we just can't afford thumbing through every single prison or falling headfirst into one of Asmodeus's traps.
Sweet.
How about we take an hour or two, we wait for night to fall, we wait for it to get very dark, and then we set out.
You think it would be wise for all of us to go?
That's the one thing.
Wanna get caught without all of us, though?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I don't really want to get caught out there without all of us, though.
I think I think if we take less than 10 people, that's enough. Definitely all of us. Elliot, would you like to come or would you rather stay?
Of course I'm coming.
That settles that. I think our max number should be 10, probably 9 if we can squeeze it. We need all of us and enough firepower to get through, but small enough to escape.
I mean, if this is a recon, I'd be fine with just taking Starfallen.
I think you're gonna have a hard time convincing him to stay behind, pointing at Elliot.
True.
Yeah, I've decided I'm not leaving ever again. Sorry for any future stealth missions you had in mind.
I mean, if all else fails, hit him over the head. Ultimate stealth.
Honestly, true.
They can't see you if they're unconscious. But in all seriousness, then let's keep the numbers as low as we can. But
real quick, Nuna's gonna look Ellie over, and she gets a look at her face as she reaches into one of her pouches and fiddles around for a little bit. She's gonna pull out a necklace and offer it to him.
Aww.
Aww.
And he'll take the necklace with a smile and he's going to say, "Thank you, Nuna." And he puts it around his neck immediately. It's very nice.
It'll help if you are trying to stay out of sight. It is her necklace of obscurement that she is giving to him.
Ooh!
Okay.
Very good.
Here, I'll put this. This is what it does.
Okay. Let's see here. There you go. Once per day until the end of your turn, you gain a +5 bonus to stealth rolls. Nice, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Free action. Okay. And he's going to keep it around his neck, and he will utilize it if it becomes necessary.
Yay!
Try!
Listen, you know what? It's something.
It's something. Let him have that.
Apart from Elliot, are you taking any other NPCs party?
Who would we like? If we're gonna keep the number maxed out at 9 or 10, who would we like to bring? Who has high stealth?
Elathia has high stealth. Unfortunately, Thaladred's not here right now.
No,
Philosophy's
he's
a good
not.
option because they need high stealth. They also need to be able to fucking climb up an evil rope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so bring Elathia.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Elliot and Elathia, and if we were to bring one last NPC, who would we want it to be? Who's also really, really good at being sneaky? I think he's writing it out for us.
I mean, I think it's probably better to keep our numbers as low as possible.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then maybe we should just stick with them.
Yeah. Because, like, the
Okay.
more people that we add, the more the additional stealth checks we'll have to make.
Yeah.
As well as, like,
Yeah.
other skill checks, I imagine.
So let's keep it to Elliot and Elathia, and let's wait until nightfall, until it's super late and everybody's in bed, and then let's go fucking sneak around.
Okay. So, let's see here.
I think Thea is gonna go report to Iskar what the plan is really quick.
Sounds good.
Nice burp.
Bless you.
Thanks.
My Lord Iskar, she inclines her head. My Lady Rosaria.
Malthea, good to see you.
I'm glad to
What
see
you-
that you feel better.
Thank you. It was only a couple of scratches.
I think we have a plan of action.
All right, let's hear it.
She'll explain the idea that they will take a small party and they will try to infiltrate the wall and get into the von Schultz household and look for any information there. If they fail, they'll try to withdraw. If not, they'll just have to fight their way through. And everybody has an enhanced link pearl, so they can keep in touch like that at least. And she describes to him the underground system that class had talked about, the alarm system for the house, and the guard rotations, and how there is seemingly a pocket of space or something or other in the von Schultz backyard that is highly guarded and probably where they'll find their information.
Okay. And Iskar is going to give a nod. Well, it sounds like you've gathered quite a good deal of information.
Luckily, I was about to put my head through a wall thinking about what we could do, but Klaus has been indispensable help.
Good. I'm glad that the lad is helping as well as he could.
We can report to you either over the link pearl, or if you're afraid of that somehow being bugged, or if we can't reach to you, we'll try to get back to you. But I'm with the lease in saying I would rather cross the wall once than twice, but we'll do what we have to do.
Very well. I will make preparations to assail the wall and push through if, in the worst case scenario, something does happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine if you need to contact us through the link pearl. Is probably the least, probably the most reliable method.
There's a saying that somebody used to tell me, and it was the phrase, "May you live in interesting times," is a curse, technically. I'm starting to realize how right he was.
How right you are. Unfortunately, the way history is, just about every period of time is interesting. It's just a matter of finding the normalcy in all of it. That is part of us.
I am sorry that this is all happening, though. Especially when we were away when we didn't mean to be away. It's our fault Lothair got this idea in the first place.
No, let's not go taking faults here and there. Let's just focus on the task that needs to be done. What's happened is happened. This was bound to happen eventually, with or without your intervention. So, let's bring ourselves victory.
Let's do that.
And he's gonna raise a glass of wine to Starfallen.
She has no wine, but she will incline her head all the same. Hey, Iskar,
Yes?
a question for you.
Go ahead.
You don't think Lothair's bad at heart, do you?
No, I don't think so.
I didn't either. That's good. I just hope after all of this, he doesn't fall the way that his father wishes him to.
Only time will tell. Time and the young prince's own willpower.
Thank you, my lord. We'll set off once it's dark and once most normal folk have gone to bed.
Sounds like a plan. Good luck out there.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you.
Yoink. Okay. Iskar's been informed. He says he'll form a contingency plan in case we need to be extracted or if we get stuck. He was in agreement that waiting until most folk are in bed is a good call, so I think now is a good time to rest, get more supplies, do what we need to do.
All right.
Fair enough.
Alright, everyone good to group up and be yeeted?
Unless there's anything else unless there's anything else anybody wants to squeeze in really quick.
Nope.
I want to get in terrible danger.
I think the only thing that I might squeeze in real quick is probably during some of the downtime, Nuna would have likely been taking account of the things in her pouches, and I think she would have pulled out Amalthea's ribbon and Elliot's lock of hair.
A braid!
Yeah, and she would have taken them and tied them to her staff. Just a little reminder that they're there with her. A little bit extra luck.
I think in the midst of her getting her things arranged, Thea will notice that and just say, "Oh, you still have it, the ribbon."
I do, yes. I think that... Well, I hope this is alright.
No, it's fine. I think my dad would be happy knowing it was getting use like this.
She gives a little smile at that. It's a reminder
Although
for me too.
Yeah?
That no matter what happens, I'm not alone.
You're never alone. You've got us. You've got Starfallen. We've got you. We have you. And we'll always have you.
And you have me. Thank you.
Although, a second later, she does look a little guilty. Do you think I can poach some of his hair off of your staff? Ever since I gave up Abzu's bones, my locket from Zunlius has been empty, and it feels strange.
Oh. 1 moment. And she's gonna carefully arrange the lock so that she can pull out some of his hair and give it to her.
Thank you.
Of course.
And just real quick, she's gonna roll it up with her thumbs, and she's gonna pull some of the willow leaves that are still woven into her hair, and she's gonna fish through her robes, pull out the pearl locket that Zinlius had given her, and she's gonna very carefully lay it inside where Abzu's bones used to be a reliquary. Now it's holding little pieces of the people that she loves, and she'll enclose the leaves and his hair up in it and tuck it back into her robes. There we go.
Nuna smiles, making mental note of that. Are you ready?
I think so.
All right.
Zoops into the square of doom.
That's very square
Make
of
a-
you.
Make a square. Make a
the-
square.
Make the square! Do it now!
You guys got 9 people. I think you can make the square.
That
Make
would
the
require-
square!
That would require people to move their icons!
Where did Steve go? Did she get deleted?
I think Steve got fucking
Oh,
deleted.
she's
You adding Cinder someone?
She's up there. I'm gonna grab her.
Okay, good. Bring her ass.
Stolen.
Oh my god.
Yo, what?
Stop grabbing me.
No!
Right here.
I grab you by the toes.
Not the
Did you guys
toes! Not
wanna-
the grippers!
No.
Did you guys want to
Pervert.
heal any of your
Yeah.
HP? and-
Yes.
I
yes,
already
yes.
healed up.
Okay. Yeah. Go
Okay,
ahead
We
and
weren't gonna do anything special.
Just
I don't
song.
think I
I'm just
need
gonna song
to.
of rest, folk.
Yeah.
Song of rest, my friends.
So that
Wow.
is your charisma modifier on top of everyone's healing surge. Go ahead.
I'm
See if you were
gonna
saying.
top myself.
I mean, okay. I could just use a healing surge. I have 11 left. It's fine. You don't have to do that.
I mean,
Well, Song of Rest is free as fuck.
Yeah, song
Yeah,
of rest
free
is
as
free
fuck.
as fuck. Why not?
we're resting. We
I
might as well do
guess.
it.
Um,
Add 7 to each healing surge because of my song of rest.
I think you're at full HP, right, Sataria? Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you.
top.
Oh yeah, you were topped up.
Okay. Oh shit, Elliot doesn't have HP. He's
Oh.
dead.
No!
No.
Aesol,
Okay,
you
one
can't
second.
keep doing this.
It's okay. He has 173 HP again. Okay.
Still have my scroll.
All right. So let me copy you, and Noelle is going to give you guys the cloaks that she promised Sataria.
Yay!
So you guys will also have a +3 bonus to all stealth checks that you make.
Yay!
Sataria is asking who needs scrolls and specifically who used their scrolls from the last combat.
Not me.
I got one.
Nuna used her scroll, if I remember.
Nuna needs scroll.
You said it was +3 to stealth.
Yeah, you guys get a +3 bonus to stealth. You're at 4 surges? Oh no. I bonk you 4 times, Sataria.
You know what? Nuna doesn't need a scroll. She's got potions.
She's got potions.
You should keep that surge.
No,
No!
take the scroll, he says. It's too late, she made the scroll.
No! Give it to Elliot.
I'll give it to Elliot.
I mean, Elliot has more HP than you.
Yeah, that's
Take
why he needs
the
it more.
scroll. if at least for like the bonuses to defenses.
All right, he'll take the scroll.
Yay!
Yippee!
Give me 1 second. The next map is fucked because I flipped it and it's not flipping on the transition. There we go. It's not fucked anymore.
Yay!
Okay, so I'm not even gonna put you guys on the map just yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab the music, I'm gonna put in no mic, and I'm going to show you the map first so you guys can decide what part that you want to move in first from. Oh fuck, you're stuck in water soul for the rest of the day? Rip. Honestly, water soul might be better for you at this point.
Yeah, because of the
Imagine-
ability to squeeze through things.
Imagine a fucking nightlight just walking around the
We pick up Sataria, we shake her, she lights up like a fucking glow stick and nukes the entire upper district with light.
Yeah,
my
for
God.
combat later. I see. What is your sun soul inherently better than your water soul for combat? In terms of sun soul power, okay, that's fair. And water soul power is so potent. That's a shift and everything.
We gotta fucking sleep after this. But
What sleep?
Yeah, I don't think you guys are resting anymore. So, okay, let me tell. Okay, is the
my god!
so
Oh my
is,
god!
You got to wait for me to load the fuck in.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Oh
this
my
is scary.
God!
Now we can take him.
In a fight, right?
God. Oh my god!
Smiley
oh
face.
my god! Oh my god!
Smiley face.
We're not gonna have any more powers.
all right? Has the map loaded in for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question is the left side of the wall on the bottom for you guys or on the top for you guys?
What do you mean by the south side?
So the
The
scuff.
The walls on the south side.
The walls
Okay,
on the
so-
south, yeah.
Okay, so you see the wall
Yeah,
here.
I do.
Yes.
All right, perfect.
There's a bunch of people
'Cause
on the wall.
I had to flip this shit, so sometimes the wall was going in the wrong direction. Who the fuck? Pi, is that you? That's purple. That's your color.
Damn, the lick. Wow.
No. Why so big? He's just big.
Hey yo.
Oh, hold on, these guys aren't exactly symmetrical. That's bugging me. There we go.
That's so
I made
real
him
to you.
Okay, yeah, cool. Cool.
Yo!
Yeah, I made him that big because
Put that away!
Hey yo!
I can't show that on YouTube!
Not for schlong.
Okay, it's gone.
Okay.
Fuck you.
You're gonna have to put a censor bar on it.
That was me though. Okay, so as you approach the wall, you will see this lineup of archers. First thing, you would see them as you were approaching from any direction.
Yep.
You wouldn't see what's on the other side of the wall just yet. So based on just what you see here on the wall itself, where would you guys want to come in from?
This is the only way.
So yes, this is the only wall I have. This is the only map I have for the wall, but I will let you guys use like other things to get past. So don't think you have to like fight your entire way through this wall. Unless you get caught, then
Then we're fucked.
Fuck, yeah.
Are there any gates?
the gate would be immediately in the center here.
Of course. Let me just Wait, that's not it. There's our gate.
Amazing gate. Also, the new music is a no mic. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah,
I
I
see
see
it.
play it.
Okay, cool. So party,
Yep.
where would you like me to put? So I'll put your square here now. You're not actually going to be here, until you decide where you want to drop off. So copy, and then paste.
Oh, wow. What do we do?
I mean,
Half of us have
probably-
shitty stealth rolls.
Probably the best thing we can do is position ourselves on the left side.
I think
which,
so.
Which side is the place we need to go?
The gate is in the very middle, and then the backyard I think is immediately in the back.
The backyard would be in the back of the house, yeah.
Yeah, so all of this shit, that's
This is just the front,
backyard.
right?
Okay.
So this region is not the estate yet. So
Yeah, this
you'd
is
go
just the
a little bit
entrance.
like past, yeah, and
They're
then
rich people. This is like the fucking like
The
front
entryway.
yeah, entryway.
yeah.
Is it like possible for us to just? Well, even if we like get up over the wall, we're not fucking. There's nowhere to stealth here. This is a huge ass open area.
Well, we do have
See-
fucking that.
Trees.
We got the weed.
bushes.
So over here, I think is the best way to go. We have to find a way through, and then going behind here or behind here. Anything that gives us wall coverage,
I
because
mean,
then there's
the only
a
thing I can
path.
see is-
Yeah.
Yeah, this way. But that's not even good. That's like mediocre at best.
I didn't see where your arrow was.
It's just this
Map.
area on the
Yeah.
left.
Yep.
Pretty much straight line.
Yeah, it's a hard. This is gonna be hard.
Well, it's better than the right because there's 4 archers here instead of 3 on the left.
Yeah.
So
So
lesser rules for them to
we
detect us.
could go like so and cross over here, and then we have the wall and the tree coverage. But there's also the possibility of everything exploding in our faces, and we'd probably have to pass athletic rolls, which notoriously bad at.
Just
I'll throw you up there. It's
fly,
fine.
Fivehead.
Question. Like, the way that this vine works, is it only while you're actively climbing it, or is it as long as you're touching it?
As long as you're touching part of the vine is the way Ardale
Mm-hmm.
worded it.
So
If anyone thinks they can't climb, I could definitely fly a few people up.
Is your fly a daily?
No, it's my movement.
Oh, cool. Hell yeah.
I would definitely want a lift then, because I promise you I would fail an athletic roll.
Because,
So-
like, the amount of people I could fit on my back and just hold part of the vine while, like, gliding up.
Because yeah, it's while you're holding the vine. It's just you'd have to be careful of your wings not kicking up sparks.
I don't know if I functionally have wings. It wasn't really elaborated upon.
Yeah, you don't have wings.
I was
mean,
just kind of told I have a fly speed now.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
you don't.
fair.
You don't have wings. You fly like a Super Saiyan.
Oh, that's crazy.
I think it would be best if we did haul over the weaker athletics folks or those who have notoriously bad stealth rolls. And then the others can use the vines.
Okay. Is it possible for us to approach from over here, or are we gonna have to make our way over?
Yeah, you can approach from here to begin with.
I'm assuming most people have their gaze this way, though.
Yeah, they would be looking in this direction.
I mean, here's the thing, guys. We got 50 feet of this magical rope vine stuff. We can all hold on to it and move together. and be invisible.
Well, it's how tall are these?
As far as tall wise goes, it would be let's see, about 30 feet tall.
Yeah, so it's not like we're going to be able to use it to get all the way across. By the time we're up here, we're probably already fucking running out of rope.
I mean, we just gotta get
And
up,
it's fine.
and
Like,
then get
it's
everyone up.
fine, right? It grows where we place it, or can we remove it?
You can try remove, like, okay, if you remove it, it will potentially tear the vines, and you know, you don't know how exactly more stable these are compared to like regular vines.
Yeah, this isn't really portable. It's kind of a use it, lose it.
Okay, so you gotta like plant it for it to grow. Is that how it works?
Yeah, so you plant
Okay.
it and it grows.
So I think it'll be easy enough for us to get people here and
Mhm.
here. But from there to
Yeah.
this is all fucking up in the air.
That's the hard part.
I mean, there's nothing to it but to try.
I mean, how dense is the foliage here?
You don't know yet.
Oh,
We
true,
haven't seen
I
it.
guess. Yeah.
And we're all bundled up in our cloaks too.
Yeah, so we have slightly better stealth, but
I'm, for the purpose of getting people across, I'm able to go. I have +3 and a +5 from my fucking ring. So I'll be running a 20 stealth.
Nuna's got 21 base stealth.
So like,
And that's not
people
including
who can
the
handle their
+3.
own stealth. People who can
Yeah.
handle their own stealth probably don't need my help.
Yeah.
Me and Zenlius will need your help.
She can also fly.
Who else doesn't have that high of stealth?
I have a
I
14,
imagine-
but my,
Okay, so
my athletics is like 21, so I don't know what that means.
What? Elliot might need the free ride.
So Elliot's stats. Satari, what are Satari's athletics and stealth? Is 14 base good?
It's
Let's see. I mean,
You get +3 from.
that's true. So it'd be a +17. With the +3. The thing is, level 19, medium DC is 24, hard DC is 33, which means with a +17 medium DC, you need a 7. Hard DC, you would need a 33 minus 17 is 16.
16.
Yeah, so it's 16.
Yeah, so it looks like yeah, my stealth with the bonus is 14. Amalthea is 114 not 114, 140 pounds.
That's without equipment. So
So with equipment, probably 180.
probably. The heaviest ones here would probably be Sif and Sataria. Sif just because she's tall and big,
Muscle.
and Sataria because she is like wearing heavy plate armor.
Yeah.
What's about Zenlius?
I
What's your
just
weight,
have
brother?
Slim written down for his weight.
Eh,
I didn't give him
Amazing.
an actual weight. I don't
amazing.
With your Slim, I'm gonna give it another like 180.
190.
190 to
Sure.
your equipment. Sure,
Sure.
190.
Yeah.
Because I can lift 560 pounds over my head. So how heavy is Elliot?
Elliot, he is 170 without, and with equipment he'd probably be around 200.
Okay. I'm just about at my limit. I should be able to carry all 3 of you, but it is gonna literally put me at my limit.
Okay. I mean, that's what second trips are for, if possible.
And ideally, I would need Elliot to like give some of his heavier shit to someone else to carry for a minute.
Okay, that would be his
Like
hammer,
the
honestly.
thief.
He needs a weapon.
I mean, temporarily, he could probably go without to get over.
Yeah.
As far as priority goes, for transporting people, it might be Sataria for sure, because she is not stealthy. Amalthea and Zenlius as well, for the lack of stealth and athletics.
I think let's do a trip with us 3, get over, and then see if we can, and then we can go back. At least you can go back for Elliot and for anybody else, yeah. But yeah, because me and Maz cannot stay up much later because we have a flight to catch, because it is 9.
Yeah, I was going to call a session here, to be honest, before we started the wall climb. I was just letting you guys
Yeah,
finish
that's fine.
Yeah, let's just really quickly pin down. Go ahead, honey.
How do you calculate carrying weight?
Carrying?
Yeah, like carrying capacity, not weight.
Your normal is strength times 10. Your heavy is strength times 20.
Okay. Just like the base score.
I don't like with Zataria's plate armor. I don't think I'm gonna like. She's probably more than 200, isn't she?
Let's see, plate armor. Because plate armor is kind of heavy, so
Well, her base weight isn't.
yeah. So plate armor is 50 pounds on average.
Okay, so she's 195 ish. So like I could maybe do it technically.
Okay.
This is why I bought muleback cords. Their muleback harness. It raises my strength when it comes to carrying capacity.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, I get those 3 and then anyone else who needs to come up. And ideally, like the way I do this is I leave anyone who isn't actively being carried like at the top maybe, so they can keep holding onto the vine.
What space strength do you even have? So?
Is a lot.
I have my strength is 23 and it's functionally 28 for carrying.
What the fuck? Where are you getting the five from?
Muleback harness.
Oh.
I wanted to buy a much stronger version of it, but it was too expensive.
And then it turns out that Aesel thought he gave us 300,000 when he only gave us 30,000, so we have to calculate that out.
I don't worry about it. It's just a little
Amazing.
economic fraud.
Don't worry, you guys will be getting more money than you'll ever be able to know what to do with soon, so.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
You'll see it, don't worry. In time.
In time, he says.
Soon TM.
Soon TM.
Soon to you.
Alright, is that session?
That is
Yeah.
session.